Horrified. Moments Komodo Dragon swallows animals. The wild environment is an extremely harsh habitat, and there are not many options for wild animals, especially for carnivores. The house is not easy. Every meal has to compensate for many risks. One of the most famous predators for its killer instinct and ability to devour large prey, and that's the Komodo dragon. As a species that can eat raw meat and carrion, Komodo dragons are not picky eaters. Hunger, it's imperative. To hunt, even turtles can become food. Immediately grab the turtle shell and manage to find a way to get it into his mouth. It can be seen that the size of the Komodo dragon's mouth is much smaller than that of a dragon shell turtle. However, the good thing is that they have a terrifying bite force. After several attempts, the cold-blooded predator successfully crushed the shell of the turtle and swallowed its prey without too much difficulty. The shell of the turtle is very hard, but doesn't the hungry Komodo dragon makes it as long as you can satisfy your hunger, Komodo dragons will put them in their stomachs. An interesting feature of Komodo dragons is that they can eat everything from fur, skin, meat, bones to claws. The reasons why: the stomach of this animal contains digestive juices, like snakes, to consume even hard things like bones. Hunger is what makes this cold-blooded predator a more brutal and agile one. Anyone can see in this situation that the Komodo dragon easily took down its prey to the ground despite fighting and fighting. It seems that their resistance was completely useless. See what the world's most dangerous turtle can do. For many of us, turtles appear to be harmless, slow-moving creatures with a shell behind their backs. But this doesn't apply to all turtles. Among them are incredibly gigantic creatures weighing more than half a ton, super fast reptiles that you can't look away from, and even monsters whose bite is stronger than that of a bear. It's worth taking a look. In this exciting issue, we'll take a look at what the most dangerous turtles in the world are capable of. In this issue, all the best, incredible, amazing, unusual, interesting, and informative facts in the world about the most dangerous turtles on the planet that you didn't know about. From the amazing turtle whose disguise even a chameleon would envy, to the turtle with a half-body-size head, the largest turtle in the world, and an unusual creature with very sharp teeth. Wild Nature's with you, and in this interesting, informative, and exciting issue, you'll learn and see what the most dangerous turtles in the world are capable of. Scary incidents at the beach. One sunny day, while people were enjoying their time on the seashore, this frightening scene appeared in front of them, in which a Komodo lizard appeared carrying a turtle over its head. Everyone kept watching what the Komodo dragon would do to the tortoise. Everyone thought that the turtle had become a prey for the Komodo because it was weak, but in fact it hid inside its shell and remained sheltered there, and after repeated attempts, the Komodo failed to penetrate that hard shell in order to reach the turtle and left it. Fringe turtle. This turtle is distinguished from other types of turtles in shape or its ability to hide and camouflage and the atmosphere of life in which it lives. This type is called the Matamata turtle. It's considered the strange creatures that appeared in the animal world. This particular type of turtle lives in fresh water, specifically the Amazon River basin. It disappears in shallow water thanks to its leafy shape and ability to hold its breath for hours underwater. The neck of the Matamata turtle consists of hard tissue to help in the camouflage process that it carries out to protect itself from predators in the water. Although it has a very long neck that ends with a broad, flat head that resembles a triangle with an inverted line and a pointed nose. Matamata turtles cannot chew, so they prey on small animals, and although they're very slow, they use camouflage to attract their prey to attack them. They swallow live fish through the suction feeding process, where they turn their mouths into something like a vacuum cleaner, which is done when the small fish swims next to it. The Matamata turtle opens its mouth and begins to suck the fish with a large gulp of water, then closes its mouth again and expels the water and swallows the fish. The skin flaps are a kind of protection and protective shield for the Matamata turtles, as they make them look like dead leaves on the surface of the water to camouflage from predators. No one knows why turtles have these nerves or what their function is, but as far as scientists have come, they're used to detect sounds and vibrations in the water. Monster turtle. This turtle is strong, huge, and scary in shape, making you panic just by looking at it. She doesn't fear predators like other turtles. She doesn't run away from them, but rather lives with them and confronts them, and she's able to threaten crocodiles. The fringed turtle, or monster turtle, is considered one of the largest and heaviest freshwater turtles, as it measures up to 1.5 meters and weighs more than 60 kilograms. Well, some specialists say that it can weigh as much as 200 kilograms. The monster turtle has very strong jaws. This turtle is very dangerous, and it rushes toward any creature and finds it its way, even if it's a crocodile, as its mouth can amputate any part of the body. And it's a carnivorous species, especially water birds, fish, and other reptiles. Brutal. Komodo dragon devours horses and other live animals. Today, I'm going to bring you some of the most insane pictures of one of the most incredible and brutal predators on the planet, the Komodo dragon. So get ready and come with me to watch these powerful animals in action. Komodo dragons, or Komodo monitors, are the largest, heaviest lizards in the world, and one of the few with a venomous bite. These stealthy, powerful hunters rely on their sense of smell to detect food, using their long, forked tongues to sample the air. The Komodo dragons have powerful teeth, and they use them to tear the deer's belly and thus eat its entrails. Tell me if it's brutal or not. Here, a wild boar was the victim of this relentless hunter, with animal immobilized by the action of its venom. The Komodo dragon opens its belly and devours it the same way it did you. Animals look here. They're devouring this poor horse, Pakoto. Something that also draws a lot of attention is the ability that these lizards have: big whole prey. That's how it devours this goat. Finally, see this dragon devouring a whole duck. No chances for the painful. Komodo dragons eat almost any kind of meat, scavenging for carcasses or stalking animals that range in size from small rodents to large water buffalo. Young feed primarily on small lizards and insects, as well as snakes and birds. If they live to be 5 years old, they move on to larger prey such as rodents, monkeys, goats, and wild boars and deer. Although the Komodo dragon can briefly reach speeds of 10 to 13 miles per hour, its hunting strategy is based on stealth and power. It can spend hours in one spot along a game trail, waiting for a deer or other sizable and nutritious prey to cross its path before launching an attack. Most of the monitor's attempts at bringing down prey are unsuccessful. However, if it's able to bite its prey, bacteria and venom in its saliva will kill the prey within a few days. After the animal dies, which can take up to 4 days, the Komodo uses its powerful sense of smell to locate the body. Now tell me, is there any wild animal more brutal than the Komodo dragon? Leave your comment below. These dogs hunt deer and even bulls. Red wolves are bold and fearless. In India, these animals are called dhole, which in ancient times meant bold and fearless. These qualities perfectly describe their behavior. Enlisting support, they challenge incredibly strong opponents and corner the most dangerous competitors. Red wolves, or red Indian dogs, are representatives of the canine family that are found in the forest regions of Central and South Asia. With a body length of up to 1 meter, they usually weigh up to 20 kilograms, but the size is more than offset by resourcefulness and an abundance of tactics. Like many other canids, the success of hunting wild dogs largely depends on teamwork because they often choose prey much larger than themselves. Deer make an excellent choice, but their speed is too great, so predators scatter and try to intercept the frightened prey. Although even by joint efforts, it's not so easy to reach the goal, and the deer, driven into a trap, finds salvation in the nearest reservoir. A long-legged animal can stand up to its neck in water for hours, and hunters don't know what to do with it. They're not famous for their endless patience, so they soon lose interest in the target. But suddenly, a resourceful predator noticed another deer. Now the only chance for success is to prevent him from swimming too far. While the flock is celebrating the victory, the hidden fugitive takes the opportunity and hurriedly leaves the danger zone. Seasoned hunters purposely drive the victim into the water where it loses mobility and the ability to defend itself. With knowledge of the matter, the wolf directs the target into shallow water, which greatly simplifies the ability to attack. The most impatient ones can set off in pursuit without support, but they cannot even cope with a wounded animal alone, so the predator is forced to ask for help with a special whistle, to which all 3 members of the pack come running. Predators try to swallow food as quickly as possible, because competitors do not sleep. Local vultures are not inferior in size to wolves, and their number is rapidly increasing, so very soon feathered scavengers will displace successful hunters. At the same time, you cannot stand on ceremony with other dangerous neighbors. For example, a leopard, without any hesitation, is driven into a tree. Although he'll never risk getting in the way of a pack, feeling superior, wolves do not miss the opportunity to tease the big cats. Canine claws are blunt, which provides additional traction when chasing, but makes it impossible to climb trees, which become a salvation for many local inhabitants. For a long time, wild dogs have been mercilessly exterminated by people, although attacks on livestock are rare. Today, wolves are protected in India, but the disappearance of food supply, habitat destruction, and disease have put these unique predators in danger of extinction because the total number of adults does not exceed 2,500.